Sri Gurun Vaisnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagajatam Sahaganara Gunatam Dam Dam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadhutam Varisana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Badan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vidamsa Ayaladimirandasya Yalandana Salagaya Jaksurumilitam Yena Dasmai Sigrave Namah Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Putali Srimati Bhakti Vaibhava Buri Goswami Niti Namine Gauravani Pajaraya Saita Sankalpamugatarye Krishna Shakti Swarubhaya Sri Bhakti Padaine Namah Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Tali Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Dinamine Deva Sabhanavi Devi Jai Jai Kripadaya Krishna Sambandha Vikyana Daine Brave Namah Namo Gaur Kisoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipalambara Sambodhi Padam Bujayate Namah Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchit Anandanamine Gaura Shakti Swarubhaya Rupanuga Budayate Gaura Vibhava Pumestam Yadashta Sadhana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Sri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Manchakalpa Darubhyassa Kripa Sindhubhya Evaja Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavadandaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namini Gaurabhaya Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostute Sabta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusuti Devi Anamami Hari Priya Jayadam Surado Pangumamandamate Gati Matavasya Vadam Bodho Sri Radha Madhana Mohano Divyadvindaranya Kalpa Tumada Shimadadnagara Simhasanastu Sri Radha Sila Govinda Devo Asari Pishe Brahmano Svarami Imandara Sarasaram Vivamsi Vadadhasida Gashan Venu Svanai Gopiya Gopinata Sayestunaha Brindai Dulasi Devai Priyayai Kesavasyaja Krishna Bhakti Bari Devi Satyavadai Namo Namaha Panchadhatvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Svarupakam Bhaktavadharam Bhaktakyam Namam Bhakti Shaktikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Sadigo Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadari Vallabha Giri Varadari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadari Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandano Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandano Yamunadira Banachari Yamunadira Banachari Jaya Raja Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadari Yashodanandana Prajajanarandano Yamunadira Banachari Banachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Haribo. Any question? Hare Krishna. Yeah. Oh, again, please. What is devotion? This is the topic of our whole life. We want to attain devotion. Devotion is bhakti, bhakti yoga. So, devotion is pure devotion, is very rarely attained by the jivas in this world where we are staying here. Bhakti yoga means bhakti, devotion to Supreme Controller. Means surrender to the Supreme Controller, the Creator. Everything we can see, we can perceive through our eyes, through our ears, through our smelling, through our taste or touch. All these things is created by Him. All this is part of Him. Devotion can, or bhakti, can only be practiced uh, by those who have realization that the Supreme is not just a belief or is a mass of everything, energy, Brahman, it's called. Behind all this, what different kind of yogas practice and understand, but stands one person. Because whatever is in this person is in us also, to a tiny part. We are very tiny, insignificant living beings. When we realize this, not just theoretically or we believe like this can be realized, then the conclusion is given in the Vedas, in the Shastras, like Bhagavatam, Upanishads, Purana, Maharaj or Bhagavad Gita. We come to this conclusion that when we are part and parcels of the whole, and this source of everything what exists must it also be a person, because we are person also. It is not like in different others, Jnana, Karma, Yoga, Hatha, or Hatha is beginning stage. Sankhya Yoga, any yoga. Their goal is not devotion. Their goal is to attain liberation, moksha. There's no person involved. They want to become a non-person. They want to melt with everything. This is called Brahman. They want to become one with everything. But this is not real devotion, because we are going to take part in this material world for so many thousands, millions of times. And we always have facing the same problems. Birth, disease, old age, and death. We're always facing the same thing. Nobody can escape. Even if you have billions of euro in your bank account, you may be very healthy. It doesn't help you. Krishna says, as long as we move in this material world, time is the factor we are experiencing here. And time, I am. And what means time? Time, he says in the same way, time is death. So every second, we become older. Every second, every minute, every hour, we come more close to death. But there's no argument against their hope, I think. Just give yesterday, in Prague, we spoke about this topic also. So, we thinking when we take birth in this material world, life starts now. Life beginning. Oh, hurrah, new baby is here. Happily. But you just think about from another way. It is, you can also think like this. When we take birth in this material world, it can also mean now death starting. Because time is dead. Time is passing, becoming now, every second, becoming more close to death. Not life starting. We are already dead, we are dead now. Because we identify with something we are not. We are not this body, because this body in 100 years, nobody of us will be here anymore. I mean, when I think I am the body. So those who have gone through this circle, samsara, from birth and death, for many, many lifetimes, they come to the conclusion, I am not finding this happiness what I'm looking for. Even this great rich man, like, I don't know how they called, Gates, or nowadays Musk is called one, I think. They have unlimited money, but they're stupid. They're not thinking they will, in a few years, everything is taken away from them, nothing is left. They have to go. So they are not intelligent. They not want to know what will happen with me afterwards. What will happen if I have to leave this body? Or where I am coming from? Who I am? Anybody knows? Anyone can answer? You are Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so. You are this Indian or American or Austrian. But in 100 years, what is left? Nothing. So nobody will think of you. Even if they think of you, it is no benefit for you. You will not get, you are not in contact. So they come to the conclusion, I want to be free of this circle of birth and death. So there's Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, the main branches of this kind of yoga. But what is the mistake? They think I want to become free from birth and death. I want to have peace. I want to be melt in the nothingness, or in the whole as energy. It is a spiritual suicide. It's called in the Shastras. Jnana and Karma and all other yogas who want to who give this solution, Brahman, to become one with everything. There's no person anymore. Yeah, they want to become a non-person. So devotion is not possible on in on the way to, if you practice this kind of yogas, because if you want to be one with everything, then to whom you want to surrender or devote yourself. So you want to become from a person, a non-person. We are anyway all have the same consciousness. We are not dealing with persons when we speak with others. We're dealing with bodies. Body, we think we are the body. So in reality, we have never seen our dears or our close friends, because you see only the body. This is the body, and this is me. So when the body is gone, so those who practice this mystic yoga, Hatha Jnana yoga, Karma Jnana yoga, so they want to commit, so to say, suicide. They want to become one with everything. But just for their personal happiness, they're going. They want to experience this. They want to come. So there's no devotion possible. So, but there is a higher level of understanding that everything is personal. Original Hinduism also means everything is personal, original. But if forget what when there's no rain, weather, there's everything is drying out, they cannot, the plants are not growing, the trees not growing. They go to pray to someone. To whom they will pray? Indra, yes. Oh, and if you want to have a nice wife, who you're praying for? No. Huh? No. You can pray to her, yes, but you will not get maybe. There's demigods, 33 million demigods. So they're supporting our desire in this material world. So if you pray to someone, there must be someone, a person there. So this is personal. And you talk and you will receive something. So this is natural. This is natural. It's not only Vedic civilization. It's the Greek civilization. They also, in the past, they offer big yagyas, and Vedic, it's known, well known. Big yagas were performed to satisfy the main responsible persons who are managing this universe. Even for digestion, someone is responsible for everything that it is working in this world. Just like Vayu is responsible for a very powerful person, wind. So he can destroy if he wants, if he is not satisfied. Vayu or Vayu, Agni is fire god. Yes. Um, so many gods. They are persons in this sense. But you think when you advance in yoga, then you want to be free from all these things. You want to, after a long struggle, many lifetimes in this material world, you want to get out of it. This is the first step they want to do. This is Brahman, realization. They want to melt in the nothingness. There's everything one. Everything is one. So then it becomes impersonal. But what is the problem? That we lose our, we want to also, we will lose our personal conception that we are persons. We are just energy. That's is the conclusion if you are melting in the Brahman. So according to the Shastras, scriptures, it is said there's Brahman, but the next step of the transcendental, when you are out of this universe or out of material, then it's Paramatma. And the third is Bhagavan. So this Brahman realization, in the Brahman, you may get good fortune by your past activities, that you can understand that this whole energy, whatever exists in this, there are so many living beings, jivas or jivatma or soul. So our real identity is that we are all personal persons. So there, when we come to Paramatma understanding, we understand that there are so many persons, unlimited persons, including all the living beings like trees, like animals. They are persons like we are. How can one become a tree, or how can one become a cow? In the Western world especially, if you become a cow, not very happy life perhaps. They will eat you. So those who are on this level, they mistake when they are only want a realization of Brahman, is that we still have this I thinking. I do it for my comfort, for my liberation, moksha. I is there. The main point is I and my. And Paramatma, there is a state where you recognize Paramatma means Param Atma, the super soul, or Antayami. You can also recognize that there is one who is the main. And we are all part and parcels, tiny, tiny, insignificant parts of the source, or the first one. It's like there's a candle light, and with this candle light you can make many candles you can burn, you can give fire, so that they become. So, but there's the first one, the first candle. So, and this is this is called Bhagavan. So then we do not think that this Bhagavan, or Supreme Lord, that he is sitting somewhere on a throne whole day and looking at us, what we are doing. Today is boring, let us make a war here or something. No, yes, we have the same desire he has, but our capacity to enjoy is very little compared with because the Lord, his capacity is unlimited, and we are only small beings. So if we want to get connected with the first, with the source of everything, then we have to give up this I and my consciousness. Because I am a part and parcel of him. So it's just, yesterday I gave this example too. When this body, we are part of his whole universal body, And the one he's telling, the Lord say, if you are like, say your hand, you move, you take this piece of rasgulla and you put it to the mouth. And the hand may think, but I don't want. I don't want to serve you. or whatever it may be. Yeah. So then he says, then he makes us to come to this material world where we can become a imitation God. Here now we think we are the gods, we are the controllers, we are the doers. We will live forever because in a few years they will have the pill or the vaccine. You will never die. They tried this since millions and millions of years, according to our years. But not happen till now. But in future, maybe. So this is foolishness, this ignorance. So the part of him, everybody will be satisfied. If you give the rasgulla to the mouth, the whole body, the hand, everybody will be satisfied. If you say no, then you are useless. You are not, don't want, you have developed some enviousness of God, that you have to come in this material world, illusion. You have to take a body. This is the description given in the Vedas. So devotion means someone who has got realization. Yes, he existing. You can see him, you can talk to him. He will talk with you. Don't think that he's sitting on the throne and is bored and says, I'm going to sleep or something like this. He is always active. And in so many leelas, it is described in the Puranas and the Bhagavatam. He appears for one as Ram Chandra, as a king with his dear devotees who constantly stay with him. But the Lord can expand himself in as many as he wants. This is also called Maya. He's playing this. He is one, but he is expanding himself and gives them free will. And those who are constantly with him, they are called Nitya Siddhas, or they are called never separated. They are eternal, performing these pastimes. Like so many Ram Leelas are there. They're going on constantly. Or when he appears as Krishna, he's like a cowherd boy. Very sweet boy. And everyone, the whole village, Vrindavan, likes him. Don't think this is on this planet or in this material world. This is beyond our vision. It is in the transcendental world. In the world where there is no matter, there is no I and my thinking. They are not interested. Their interest is only like the hand, if she gives food to the mouth, he will be satisfied. If you satisfy the Lord in his pastimes he performs, then you will be the benefit. You will have so much benefit. You will experience bliss, ecstasy, and there is not existing death, disease, or old age. Always you have your body, what you have, where you belong, or you feel most attracted to. You will your position there, and you will be perfectly satisfied. Everything, all desires are fulfilled there. So one who has realized, or one got just a little experience of it, he wants more, he wants more. And devotion, how to develop devotion? By practicing, by developing faith. Developing faith, yes, there is someone more powerful than me. There's someone who is there, where this all everything what we can see and what we can feel, what we can think of, mental power, it is coming from somewhere. It is not that it just explosion was like Darwin philosophy. Big explosion, then everything comes, life comes and everything. Try it in your home with a bomb. Then all creation will come from this. Or maybe not. This is a materialistic understanding. But if one gets realization, if one is a bhakta, real bhakta, and has developed faith and shraddha, for him, your life, what you're living in this world, is an illusion. It's called Maya, temporary. It is not real. It's like dream. But our real position, our real life existing eternally. We are not taking birth. We are not dying. We are not getting old. Soul never gets old. The soul never dies. and also never takes birth in this world. There's no disease there. There's always the pastime going on eternally. They are not living in the past. They are not living in the future. We are living not in present time. We are thinking of our past, and then we conclude what we have to do in the future. So what will be our future? So time passes like this. You are not living in the past because it's only your mind goes there. And then you're planning for your future. Then you're living the future. It's just in your head. And in the time, what really happened is not always this, what is going on in the head. So we are weird. Our mind is not a good guide in this material world. Is under the influence of the material world. And we are put here because we had the wrong decision in the past. We wanted to become God ourselves. In India, so many gods are wandering around. Not? There's so many. What is Sai Baba? Yes, I think also. No, God has died. God never dies. I was reading in my youth all books about these things. Vivekananda was one of them. I don't know if the young generation knows him. He was wandering in New York, and he was invited by some Western prominent people, and they served him what they eat, but I don't know. The steak, or the Americans are real eating ugly things, not only there. And he was eating also. And his disciples, they were wondering, why you, Maharaj, you're eating meat? It doesn't matter, it's all one. It doesn't matter. Also Buddhists are there. Those things, it doesn't matter, it's all one. And when they wandered to the streets of New York, then one asked him, Swamiji, can you show me God? And he said, can you not see so many gods wandering here, everywhere? We are all God. You are also God. Then I don't want to become God. If this is a result. And these are the leaders, spiritual, so-called spiritual leaders. There's many things going wrong there. God is not a person who is in the reach of our senses. We cannot see him with these eyes. We cannot touch him. We cannot taste. We cannot hear him with these ears. You cannot even see or touch your mind. But this science of mind is not known to Westerners and also Indians. They're giving up. the science of mind. Mind is much more powerful than bodily consciousness. But we have forgotten, we have accepted materialism, money, God. God is God now. You know God? Almost same like God. God means money. Money is our God now. We are praying for money. Save me. This is an illusion. This is called Maya. Happiness you cannot pay with any money. No way. Happiness is something when we live a pure life. Especially in India, I got such good experience. It is almost 50 years ago when I went first time to India. I never saw such a village. I was living in a village in the island Rameshwaram, if you know, in South India. No cars, no asphalt, no nothing. Every sand and very simple. Nowadays they have also cars on this. There's a bridge. And I never saw such happy people. Very simple living. They're coming in the morning to the marketplace with there's a big well with pots of water, taking water, going. And they are talking together and they are very peaceful. And the men go with the 2-3 cows. They go out where they can find some green, some grass. And if you see the children there, compared to our children now, our children, they are becoming machines, brainwashed. But their children, they are so full of life and full of their smile and their laughing is so natural. We do not, I don't know, new generation, you are all young. If you have experience, nowadays it goes down. Kali Yuga comes everywhere, also to India. And I was shocked when I come back here from the airport and saw the people here. I was shocked, where I'm living here. This is hell. So this pure, simple life, this is what you should go for. And how you can become like this when you feel attracted or you want to come to the world where all people like this. Transcendental world, eternally. And Supreme Lord, He is Himself living very simple in the transcendental world. Everything is transcendental. Nothing has any karmic reactions there. Everything is pure. Everything is visible. You cannot hide in your mind. Everything is seen. Everything is pure. So this science we have lost in the Western world, especially now India also goes down. I went they could see I was living with the yogis. So the whole island, a very holy place, Rameshwaram, at this time. I know they could see how foolish we are. We are running around there, you know. I could see also I was living a few months. Italian hippies coming there, you know, and money, and we are great here. That everybody looking at them, and they're coming from another planet, from hell, you know. Really. And then they start to cheat the Westerners because they could with mystic power, they could charm them, they could make them illusion. When I was going to the temple, I thought I must give some to the sadhus. They're standing in the front of the temple, about 200 sadhus sitting or more. Many. I had a big bag only with coins. Paisa at this time. I remember, and I give everyone, and everyone was giving blessing, you know. And then the last 20, 30, I had no paisa anymore. So I went to change. 1 rupee was in paper. Nowadays still, it is. No. paper. Yes, yeah. Not much use. Yeah. It all goes to the temple. I see here, you know. Even buy something. Very sound investment. Sound, yeah. Yeah, oh, I'm now looks at me. So I went with the changed it in 1 rupee, paper rupee, because they did not have any coins, because the sadhu. So I want to give him this 1 paper. He said, "No, I don't paper, no paper, only coins." So he did not accept. It was like this 50 years ago. Nowadays, if you make parigram, you know, if you offer them 20, they look at you and spit at you. 500 you give me. Chapati, I want chapati. And give them 20 euro, you know, rupees. You know, you say, no, 100. Then I want to take this 20 away from him, then run away. Now this is Kali Yuga. It is like this now. The real sadhus are hidden now. They are not doing in this. You have to really, you will find real sadhus. Gone. Oh, time is gone. Maharaj is here. Yeah, hold somewhere you are coming from. No, I saw you. What is our Pujari here? Huh? Is here. Any question? Or any comments? My God. You must surrender to Krishna. You must devote. If you want to real happiness, you are well educated, you're young, but you're not looking happy.
Yes, nobody
There's no guarantee in this material world we can attain happiness. It doesn't look so good for us. We have to pay the price from time to time. It always happens. Krishna is reality. God is reality. He is a person. Never forget this. And He's sitting in your heart as Paramatma. He's always with you, always with us. This is reality. And He will go with us when we leave this body, with the mental body. And He will come to the next body with us and is a witness. So when you come in contact with the real, with the Lord, in the transcendental plane, then Paramatma vanishes. Then we may see Him face to face, not with these eyes. But all these things we have in Kali Yuga, we have to learn. We have forgotten that there's more than this bodily conception. There's more us running for enjoyment in this world. You will never attain it. You will never get it. Only flickering, only short. And you will go on next life, coming again. Next time I will enjoy. Jai Srila Gurudeva Nitya Lila Vishtam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Vigacharya Stota Sadasi Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Gaur Purnanam Anchakalpatarupyascha